Hello everyone, MightyMechanic here. Today we're working on a 2004 Honda Accord, and it needs two new front axles. So we're going to replace the axles on this thing. I'm going to get right into it. So what we're going to start by taking these lug nuts off and getting that hubcap off. So as you've seen, I first loosened all the lug nuts up, and then I raised it up. Took the lug nuts off, took the hubcap off, put two lug nuts back on. That's good enough for not driving or anything. Lowered it back down. And then now we're going to take this axle nut off. It's a 32 millimeter. You can either use like a big breaker bar with a big pipe on the end or something. If you have air tools, that'd be great. Or in this case, I'm borrowing this electric impact gun to get this nut off, so I'll make it much easier. But you can use a really big breaker bar, that'll work. And then we're gonna, after we get that axle nut off, we're gonna raise it back up, take the wheel off, and then we'll go from there. Alright, now I'll go ahead and turn your wheel all the way to the right, 17 millimeter castle nut, and then we're going to take a hammer and hammer on the control arm, and won't hurt it, that's how you do it. I'm going to hammer a control arm so the ball joint will pop through. So as you see, we got this lower ball joint loose. So what you do is you just hammer on this a little bit, and it'll break it loose, and then you can lift it right out of there. So now, we're going to take our hammer, I'm going to hit it right here, and it's going to knock our axle through. And then after that, we're going to take this fork off. But let's get this axle through first. Alright, you see, we got that bolt out now. Now we're going to go back here to the transmission where it goes into it. And we're going to take our pry bar, and we're going to slip it up, hold on, like this, okay? And just like that, pop it loose. Now I'm going to go over here. I'm going to try to do this one-handed, on the camera here. So, bear with me. Don't mind the dogs barking in the background. Alright, I'm going to hang this light up right here. Alright, I'll hold it out of the way. Pull our axle like that. Okay, I just fell the transmission. Now we're going to pick up our fork like that. Okay, push our axle or like that underneath there. Pull it out, and there we go. And there you have it. Alright, here's our new axle. It's a good idea to line them up and make sure it's the same before you put it in there. So here's what holds it in right here. On the end here, there's a little C-clip. And that's what holds it in the transmission there. So you got to snap it in place. So when you're putting it in there, if it doesn't go in, just turn it a little bit, and then try again. It'll eventually pop in. So, all right, let's get this new axle in there. All right, and there it is. It's all the way seated. So what I did is, like I said, just turn it a little bit, and you'll kind of feel it kind of slip in place, and it'll get, it won't go all the way in, but it'll have like a gap out to like that much of a gap maybe. And what you can do is go on to the end of it, come over here, and just give it a push. Keep pushing into it. And you'll hear it when it goes all the way in. You'll hear it metal to metal. It'll get real solid, and then you go ahead under here and check, and it should be in there good. So, and the procedure for this is gonna be the same for the other side. I'm just showing one side. Of course, this side over here is shorter. I already got that side done. This is the longer one, but it'll be pretty much the same. So, all right, let's go over here and get all that stuff over there put back together. Alright, so now that we have the axle seated into the transmission, we're just going to do reverse of how we took it apart. So just take your axle, put it through here, and then we're going to put our lower ball joint back in, and then put our fork back, axle nut back on there. Alright, so I went ahead and torqued these to 80 foot-pounds, and I torqued the axle nut to 135, and I used a chisel to push in that right there, so it'll keep that nut in place. It's just a little chisel thing and with a hammer. And I am aware that I forgot to put the hubcap back on. I'm going to take the wheel back off and put the hubcap, or not the wheel, but the lug nuts back off. But I'm not going to show that on the camera because, that's pretty simple. Make sure you put yours back on. Don't be like me. So anyway, if this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please comment, and I'll answer the best I can. To see more videos in the future, please subscribe, and see y'all later.